there a difference between Tumu Siime and Tumu Siime?
I wish I knew the answer to that. Because I think that first of all, the reason I left a Conan name is because I don't like Amanyaga Abazungu. It's awkward, right? I thought that if I say Tumu Siime, everyone can already say Tumu Siime. I separated it. I thought everyone can tell this guy must be from Africa. But also, in terms of character, I don't know if I can say that there is so much difference. Because usually my comedy is not just like I don't just do what I want to, like just for the sake of laughter. In most cases, it somehow scraps on how I think in a way. Although some jokes are just typically for fun. So I think that Tumu Siime is more of the guy that thinks but makes sure that how he's thinking is humorous. And then Tumu Siime now Conan, now that's our guy who just is normal.
Oh. Yeah. So how did you become a comedian?
I became a comedian because it was 2010. I saw some guys on TV, the mic check guys, Omar Daniel, I saw the Salvadors, I saw the Pablos, and I was like, you know what, I should try this out, right? So I go there and they give me a microphone and I talk and people don't laugh. And I'm like, what's wrong with these guys? So I thought, man, maybe they just hate me, man. So I tried a different venue. They also don't laugh. I'm like, okay, Kati, we need to be a malogo. We need demo kuloga Kati. So Kati, Pablo and Peter, then he called me. He's like, hey, man, you guy, you cannot go back on my stage, man. You're turning this into a cemetery. So Kati sent me to some place, National Theatre. Kati get to National Theatre, and I was with rappers, man. So I started doing jokes and rappers. They look at me, a rapping guy. So I had to explain to them that I'm a comedian. They said, no, you're not. So it took like a period of some good months until I really understood how the difference between thinking in your head that you're funny and actually being funny. That's the one step that fails every comedian. Because how people have to laugh. No, you can just find it's funny to you, maybe your mother, your family, but it's not like funny, right? So I started learning the art of how people think and how people appreciate humor. There's a difference between how humor is constructed in your head and how people interpret it, and that's what makes you a professional. Yeah.
So your highlight, because you talked about the time when you struggled to create an impact.
Yeah.
Your biggest show,
yeah,
when you really made it and said yes.
So the biggest show came from a phone call from Pablo, because Pablo had sent us there to National Theatre. There was a group of rappers called Bonfire. They were suddenly said. At that time, no one knew him, and he had hair which had dandruff and bed bugs. So, so anyway, we were trying. There was a lot of rappers. So Pablo had sent us there to try to sharpen our skill on a stage that is not professional. Because when it's professional and people have paid their money, if you come and you talk to them, and they don't come back because it's expensive, you know. Man is trying to impress a girl, brings her to a comedy show, you make the girl get angry, now the man is not going to get anything. So we tried to sharpen our skill. Then one day he came back and he found that my skill had gotten sharpened because I kept on practicing. Then the biggest show that I ever got was Mnet Comedy Club in 2012. It was airing on Mnet on DSTV. And they told me that I'm going to perform for 6 minutes and they're going to pay me $1,000. And I thought, lol, I'm not going to be there. So I gave in my bank details. So I thought maybe Jackson came to Aronga Kumi. And the whole money was there. And that's when I was like, oh my God, this actually can be a career. So that has always been my milestone. Okay. Ever since that time, I knew that this can pay.
So after that time, how did you deal with attention?
You know, you never know how to deal with it. I think I have come to learn that in comedy, it's like any other thing. There are moments of winning and moments of losing. They move together, you know. Because I have seen some of the biggest comedians. There's what we call bombing. Bombing is when you when you're not funny, right? Because now that's the worst nightmare for a comedian. Like you just come out, whatever you're doing, maybe it's a skit, maybe it's a show, maybe it's a performance, maybe it's a movie, and people think, oh my God, this is disgusting. So that always moves together with winning. So today, Ochikuba, Enchani Chikukuba. Like that. So I think at the end of the day, the one thing that I've come to learn is that you don't get pushed down when in a moment you just wait for the next win.
Are there times when you're moving, like you go in a place and then people just start laughing?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels awkward. You know, there's sometimes I just be walking and I move up like a shop and then the woman just laughs at me. Or the guy laughs at me. And then they just keep on laughing. So now I'm like, now what do I say now? So it's like confusing. People just...
You still enjoy Rolex?
Like, yeah, I do.
What happens when you're going to buy one?
sometimes, you know, man, now a very true story. I once went to Owino to buy 2 jackets, right? So this guy was like, no, jackets are buying, jackets are. Then some person looked at me like this, and I could tell he knew me. So he quickly ran to this guy and he whispered in the ear. Then the guy's like, although them trying to ziwe deo, you know, so like it happens sometimes. And I've noticed that all the time. It's even a time I went, it happened here at Lugogo, right? I went to get a screen guard for my phone. Everyone knows that screen guard for a phone is 10,000. It's in the And I went there, and the guy looked at me like this. You know, there's that look they give you, and you can tell they have recognized you. Then the guy was like, screen guard, why am I etano? And I asked him, does it come with free airtime? Does it put on free data? Does it have OTT? It's just a screen guard. But I'm used to it now.
Yeah. So let's talk about women and marriage.
Yeah.
First of all, what's your view about women when it comes to relationship?
I hope there's no feminist that is going to watch this show. I think right now, women and men right now in Uganda are at the peak of the tension between both genders, because for us equality and women rights are becoming more relevant in our age right now. During the previous generations of our fathers, it was pretty traditional. Father is the head, but right now we have women who have balls. So because of that, like, it's new to us, so we clash a lot. Relationships right now, I think, in my opinion, the only way you can survive in a relationship is not to say women, is to say my woman. Generalizing, because I see those posts, men are. What do you want with all men? There's what, 4 billion men or 3 billion men? Bono betaga. So just identify one person, know their weaknesses, know their strengths, try out. When they are good, it's a hit and run. If they are okay, then you stay.
Okay, so have you identified one?
Bianima. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I think that I don't know if relationships are a talent. I don't know if it's like that. Because for some people, it's easy. I have seen some people where it is so easy. Like, you see someone is married to a person they met in senior 6, and they were their girlfriend in S6, and they went through university, and they graduated. Me, all the women that I've been with, if they meet me with a gun, I have to die. Like, no collar. So I think that maybe it's like there's a lack to it. There is like, I don't know how I can say it. For some people, also maybe I think the way we are raised, you know? Yeah, the way we are raised, there are people who know how to compromise a lot. There are people who have a lot of ego, something like that.
And there are those that are greedy.
There are those that are greedy, those ones who want a lot of balanced diets. So when factoring in, it becomes a little bit complicated.
But rumor has it, you flirt with the other lady, usually work with on your radio show. There's a lady that you take a lot of pics with her. So so tell us about your relationship.
Man, first of all, every time I'm about to get a woman, some rich man comes out of nowhere and never back. So yeah, the last time I was this close, man. In the next day, BMW. So like I said, I think maybe I have bad luck, in my opinion. But I think also I'm lucky in a way that I'm not so afraid of being alone. Some people are so afraid of being alone. I'm not so afraid of being alone.
How do you handle nature demands?
Nature demands, we do hit and run. Yeah, that's
so,
funny.
So what's your toughest month in the year?
Toughest month in the year? So me, the way I do my things is that you cannot predict when the next big job is coming. There's a time when I'm having the best January and the worst December on a year. So it depends on when I'm paid. So I think like this last December was actually a tough year for me. A tough December for me. Because I didn't have a lot of payment coming through. But now January is okay. Yet people are crying. So a bit to be affected TV organized.
So how many women have you slept with?
Man, why do I feel like, is my mother going to watch this? Because man, I don't want my mother to think that she produced a prostitute. Man, do you have to count? Man, that's a very hard question. Because now, man, what if I'm hitting on another woman, she thinks my boy is a prostitute? So we have to be like women here and we cut on the numbers. I would just say 3.
3. So 3, it makes it 30.
Yeah.
So Museveni and Bobby Wine, first and foremost, are you romantic?
Romantic, I will try. I'm a hardest boy, so I used to massage cows, I can massage a woman. So.
You can massage a woman?
Yeah.
So Museveni and Bobby Wine, who do you think is more romantic?
Museveni and Bobby Wine was more romantic?
Yeah,
definitely it has to be Museveni, man.
Why?
Because man, these men who are not romantic in public, they live in the bedroom, man, So these guys who come out and just brag in public, I love, those men do not have love. Then these men keep quiet. Hey. My friend Museveni every night he carries Janet from the couch to the bedroom. Do
you ever get broke?
Yeah, I get broke. I think it's when you're broke, you borrow. It's a time when I was so broke and I went to buy something, and I think God was the one who was with me, because I gave a woman 5,000, and I think maybe she got confused and she thought I'd given her 20,000, and I'm like, this is my blessing, and I walked away with extra change. So whichever way you handle, everybody handles. Yeah.
So what would you do if you found that you've lost your home to money lenders because your woman borrowed and failed to pay your wife?
Wait, you say that again?
What would you do if you lost your house to money lenders because your wife borrowed money from them and failed to pay?
Jesus Christ. So, if there is any rich man who has a crush on that woman, she has to go sleep there and she pays back in kind. Was mad. There's no way I'm going to go back on the street because you have some money problems, man. And you know what you have said actually really happens. Like some woman can do that, you know. I remember there's a time I had a girlfriend and I was don't ask me why I had a girlfriend and I had only 5K. And then I was passing a shop and then a woman tells me that I'm banjang komitano. Women do that sometimes. They get dates and they tell you ajakusasura stay here. You're just on life support and you see them demanding money from you. Kubanga one of us has to go away with a bleeding nose. Yeah.
Longest time without sex?
Longest time without sex? When you say sex, like you mean like sex with a woman or even including the person or with yourself? Oh, okay. So longest time without a woman, I think if I say I've been sexually active, I think actually there's a time I've spent without being with a woman. And I was okay. Yeah.
Who do you think is the best comedian in the country?
Best comedian in the country. It has to, for me to consider you the best comedian in the country, you have to be an all-rounder. You have to be good at stand-up. You have to be good with writing. You have to be good with sketch. You have to be good with skits. You have to be good with with appealing to a wide demographic. And I think the only person in Uganda that has proved to be that is Amoti. Amoti is good on stage stand-up. Amoti is funny, side mirror was legendary. Amoti is a good writer and is a good actor. So to me, Amoti is all round.
You inspired this YouTube channel. What do you have to say? Any comments?
Well, it feels like now this is a home. Yeah, it feels this is a home. I'm happy that this is working because I know the power of this. I know the power of a YouTube channel. I know it can change your life. I know it's a platform. And more importantly, I don't look at a YouTube channel as a thing that only benefits the person that started it. When a YouTube channel grows, it becomes a platform. So now every person that you're hosting on this channel, you're giving them visibility. So I feel happy that it's growing. I feel happy that it's getting views. And who knows, maybe there's commission coming. And,
can I use something fun? I only want to do 5, 6.
Yeah.
Any skit for us.
Any skit.
Or any comedy, any comical thing.
Yeah. Let me see. Maybe the only thing that I can say is this is not like a skit, it's just a story. It actually happened to me. I was staying in Old Kampala and I had not paid rent. I had not paid rent for 6 months. When I had not paid rent for 6 months, there is a girl who came and this girl was telling me she had a dream of starting a business. And I was busy being a man. Mugamba, Njaku, I will contribute for you. I'll add on some money for you. I'll add on some money for you. She's like, really? I'm like, yes. Like, you don't have to do that. We've just met. Ngamba, come on. I'm the man of the relationship. I'll get for you some money. And just when I was saying that, the landlord knocked Nagamba, Tumu Siime. But that time he could call me Conan. 6 months! But I was like, oh! Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, my pleasure.